What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hamstack and today we have here the OPPO Find N3. This is the foldable phone from OPPO this year and I'm super excited to check out this phone over here. So in today's video we're going to do, of course, check out all the key specs and features of this phone before you make your purchase decision. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a quick unboxing here, and the packaging is very nice, very big, very premium indeed. And same thing with the entry flip. The moment you open this up, it kind of elevates and gives you that bump over here, as you can see. So looking really nice. Straight away we have the phone, which we will check out in a little bit. Let's see what else we have inside the box. So we have the charger here, the Super VOOC charger, 67 watts, and here would give you the cable, the USB-A to USB-C cable. And also we do have, I would assume, the case right off here, and also we have the manual books and stuff. So let's just take this off. Very nice. Has a rubber feel to it. And here, as I mentioned before, you get all the manual books and stuff. Safety guide, quick guide, and all this other things. So let me just clear this off. Okay, so that is all being settled. Let's check out the phone here. Very nice. We have the black leather edition here. So it looks very nice. You can see the texture on it looks really awesome. You see cooling really comes out. I really wish that we do not need to use the case on this, but this as well does have a nice texture to it and a very huge camera bump, and the phone actually doesn't feel very huge. So let me just set up this phone and I will talk about it in a little bit. Okay, so we're done and managed to set up this phone. So like I mentioned before, it's actually very nice and compact. This is one of their... Alright, so here we go with the phone looking really nice here. And as I mentioned, I really like this texture a lot. And yeah, it just looks really cool. We have the alert slider here, typical to a familiar phone brand that we've had. We have the volume rockers on the top and also the power button and also the fingerprint scanner, which works really fast. So all you need to do is just tap here and gets the job done. Even in the unfolded side of things, you can have it boom, you are right in. So nice texture on the back here. We do have your aluminum frame sides. We also have a nice glass finish here. They call this the ceramic guard. So really nice, and also you do have a plastic display on the inside because to give it to that flexibility here. So if we look at the hinge mechanism, you can see not too bad. You don't get any gaps at the hinge. Really nice. Very smooth. You don't have that kind of thing. Of course, at the end here, they do have that small hinge here. But overall, it's still looking really cool. Of course, you have your stereo speakers on all four corners here to give it that immersive experience. You have the USB-C for charging, your SIM card tray slot. Really cool. Only thing here is the camera bump is actually quite huge. So as you can see that it is going to be bulging out. If you're going to slap on a case on this, let's see if it does help. Yeah, not too bad. A little bit better compared to if you're going to use it without a case. So that's one thing you guys can do. And the display here also is very huge. So as you can see here, looking really nice and simple. The colors doesn't look too punchy for my liking. I would prefer a more punchy color design. But overall, a really solid device. Alright, so with that being said, let's talk about the display here. So in the folded side of things, we do have a very good 6.31-inch display, and of course this one does come with your LTPO panel, OLED colors, 1 billion colors, Dolby Vision 120Hz, and a peak brightness of 2800. So definitely want to test it out in my day-to-day usage if it's able to give me still the accurate colors in sunny Malaysia. And I gotta say, like, this display over here is more than enough for a lot of people. But of course, if you want to bump this up to the huge display here, we do have a massive 7.82-inch display, and it also does come with the LTPO OLED panel, 1 billion colors, Dolby Vision, 120Hz, and of course, a peak brightness of 2800 nits. So very similar, and I do like that because you want that uniformity when you are switching in between your folded side of things and also the unfolded screen here as well. And yes, like I mentioned before, you do have your stereo speaker setup, one on the bottom, two on the bottom, two on the top. So if you guys want to open this up and watch your content, you can see that the speakers here are really nice.
What do you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot?
Yeah, it gets really loud, very loud. And on the bottom here, let's talk about all this other cool stuff. So in terms of the Google Chrome, as you can see here, it works really nice. So you can quickly go to different apps here and just switch in around, which I really do like. Very fun indeed. And yeah, there's just so many things you can do. And of course, you can multitask as well, which would be really cool. So just say I want to do it in split screen here. Boom, we are right into this. So you can have two things running at the same time. So as you can see, I am running just two things here, and it doesn't really interrupt with the touch. So you can use it both at the same time. Really awesome to do that, because I like to do my multitasking, but still like to go through social media. So definitely this would help. But of course, in terms of the internal hardware here, to help us with all that smoothness, we have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor to help with the smoothness, the speed on this, and also the battery wise. And in terms of the RAM as well, inside we do have up to 12 gigs of RAM, and also we do have the expandable RAM feature as well. So looking at the settings menu, it's a little bit different from your normal phone, but it is what it is. So like I mentioned before, 512 gigs, you have not too bad in terms of the battery size at 4800 over here. And just clarification, you have 16 gigs of RAM, but you can bump it up to 12 gigs, so giving you 28 gigs of RAM. The battery wise, I think they could have done a little bit better with a 5000 at least, but it is what it is. And in terms of the software side of things, we do have the typical stuff. We have all these other things which you have seen before, but we have some added features here. So we have the taskbar, split screen, flexible window screen switching here, which will be really cool. Yeah, so you can see that we have a little bit more features compared to your normal OPPO phones. So we have the typical smart sidebar. You can add your navigation dock as well. And yeah, if looking at the software settings, I really like this. The double tap to lock as well. Okay, which me saying this doesn't really work here, but yeah, we got it done. So probably some apps were blocking it. So yeah, it's really nice in terms of software. Battery wise, like I mentioned, 4800. You can pump this baby up with the 67 Super Vogue charger. Okay, and of course, one more thing we want to talk about here is the camera. So we do have a selfie shooter located on the top end here, and this one does come with a 32 megapixel f2.4 sensor, and it is able to record up to 4K at 30 FPS. On the front here as well, we do have a selfie shooter as well, so you can see on the top here. This one does come with a 20 megapixel f2.2 sensor, and also can record up to 4K at 30 FPS. But of course, we want to talk about the big baby over here. We have a nice, awesome triple camera setup. Starting with the main lens here, 48 megapixel f1.7 sensor with dual autofocus and OIS. We also have a 64 megapixel telephoto lens, which goes up to 3 times optical zoom. It does have your dual autofocus and OIS. And lastly, we always need the ultra wide lens, 48 megapixel f2.2 sensor with dual autofocus, and this can record up to 4K at 60 FPS. It does give you your HDR10 plus, gyro EIS, and Dolby Vision. So very awesome indeed. Super excited to test out the cameras and all the special features here. So let's just check out the camera app here. So we have the typical modes here. High res, night mode, slow mode. So let me just add this down here. Definitely I'll be using the night mode quite a lot. We have the dual video feature as well, which will be really cool to have. So yeah, we have all the typical stuff from an OPPO phone. So yes, really cool. Alright, so that is it with the OPPO Find N3 phone. I'm super excited to test out as my daily driver. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to know about this phone, and of course I want to share with you my experience after using this phone as my personal phone for the next 2 weeks. So yes, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button, and also do follow me on my social on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube at Dr. Hamstack. I'll see you guys in the next one.